Welcome back to Surviving Mars. Let's get to it. So, we had the electronics factory built, we had some diners, a grocer. Life is looking pretty good. We just got more colonists. And we're waiting for that to fill. There's also an anomaly here. Which I believe... Was I waiting for something to finish? I was not. Go do that one. And... Okay, everything looks pretty good. We have our science research going. And hopefully we get some more people. This is a medium dome. I should probably start building a school and all that stuff. Yeah, we don't have any electronics produced yet. But once we start producing them, I'm going to build a school. And hopefully that works out. Do these have any perks? I do wish these, like, alleys and parks could support more. It bothers me that they don't support more. Hopefully get some people. Although I need an infirmary, a nursery, and then a school and a university, which I think I have the university on the way. No. I don't. It's not done yet. I should start on that. Yeah, we got waste rock. So that way we'll have pretty much bottomless concrete.
A colonist has died.
Good for them. Who died? Let's look at their dead body, just lying there. Get back to they're in chronic condition. Of course they're gonna die. And they were an alcoholic.
Anomaly analyzed.
So I'm not exactly sure what exactly happens to dead bodies. I know that there's a perk that can turn them into food, but I've never watched one long enough to see what it does. Last space left, which of course there's going to be an anomaly there. And wait for everybody to move everything. So I think the next dome I want to create, do a dome like over here. Maybe once the concrete's done, build one over here. And just have it supply food. And build a university to create botanists to just keep it flowing. I'll probably overproduce food, but that's fine. It's better over than under. But that's further down the road. Let's concentrate on not dying in the present. They've stored food because the bombs are all busy.
Cable fault reported. Sector scanned. Milestone achieved.
There we go. Milestone achieved for all sectors scanned. See, why buy probes? It's so easy. It's so easy to get this done. I don't get it. Oh, I sold that up. Also, I don't know what it is, but like the past week, YouTube on, oh, excuse me, PlayStation 4, just the regular, like playing videos, keeps having these weird hiccups. I don't know what it is. It's on my internet. It's just like, it'll say like, oh, YouTube's disconnected, please reconnect YouTube. Stuff like that, so I don't know what's going on with that. But it's annoying, I'll tell you that much. Alright, do I need funding? I kinda do. I should probably actually... No. those metals off that ship. Because we're actually going to need those, especially if this is running out. Because we still need to build another one and do all that. So let's see, 300. I think we should risk it. Even though they're Dust Devils, we should risk it. Also, let's be a little bit reckless. Well, first let's see what they need. They're quite miserable. Gaming. Yeah, well, we can't afford to build a gaming store, so you can piss right off of that idea. Let's build this crazy looking playground. And I don't think we'll have to worry about renegades just yet. Still have a long way to go. So let's just build some parks for comfort. There we go, and a little one. Be happy, people. So I think I'm pretty good on food. Although I have to see what the up and down is and how much crop failure we have, but I tend to notice that hydroponics fail way less than the farm does. I have another one that's really far in, and the farm fails all the time, even though it's nothing but botanists. It's just like, crop failed. Crop failed. And it's not like power or anything else, it's just fails. Yeah, I think I need waste rock liquefaction. Okay, still a little space. I can't afford 2 electronics yet. Sorry, guys. I need to have some kids first, and then I'll think about it. I mean, I'd rather build a university, even though it costs electronics and has electronics upgrade, but then you can make engineers, and so on and so on. So it's much easier. Get out of here, Magnum Dog. I need more evaporators. Excuse me, I don't know what's going on lately, but my allergies, I think it's just the spring. You know where spring allergies wouldn't bother you? Mars. What's your daily? Like 1.5, so a little while. There's a lot of people died or retired. Yeah, 17 seniors. So we should probably pick people up. Machine parts are already full. Yeah, even at 3.1, I think my difference is too high. My repair is lower than my production, which is good. It's where we want to be. Ooh, polymers is bad though, which that's really not good. Yeah, we're gonna need to get people. Since our entrance is here, I might just land it here. And that way they can choose which dome they want to go into. Though I really guess I should just keep asking for people. Okay. King number 1 is a terrible name for a dome on Mars. We'll just call this Phobos. We'll make Phobos the main street of Mars. Gaming, I don't care about that. Shopping, doesn't matter, there's not enough people to allow that. Engineers, scientists, botanists, yes. So that's 8. Geologists, yes. 9. Have security stations. Do we have medical places? Not yet. We should also just grab the medics. Don't actually grab medics. That will not end well for you. Yeah, so I'll grab everybody but 3 medics. Lazy. Skip you. Fit and sexy. Yeah, hell yeah. Religious. It's not really the greatest trait. Rugged, composed. That's a good one. Botanist. Lazy. No. Oh, there we go. The way these dumping sites are lining up. I think our couplet's too low. Oh, it's 60. So actually, since we have medics on the way, infirmary. Hopefully the medics go to the infirmary. Scientists. That looks like one person in the electronics factory. It is confusing how it auto balances, but not too much you can do about it. What do you guys want? Shopping, gambling, luxury. Well, you're not getting any of those, so piss off with that. I mean, technically I could make an art store, but I'd rather wait until polymers are at least at a pallet, and then I could tear down the park and make make an art store. I mean, I do kind of like that part. That statue. There's dead people lying in the common. They just like lie there until the end. Alright. Okay.
New colonists have arrived. Cable fault reported.
It's like just... There we go. Now I'm assured that everything is getting repaired. Metals. A little low. So you're restricted from... Yeah. That's fine. So it looks like just about everybody went to this dinner. Which I guess that's fine. Could have used more polymers and machine parts. Auto save. Cursor's running. That's running. Okay. I need you fueled up quick so I can get more colonists. But I guess I'll have to park it like over here so I make sure they go in this dome. It's frustrating, all they did was fill up this dome. Oh well. Food's off, so just waiting for you to refuel. There's really nothing else going on. I really want automated metals factories. So I can just build a drone hub. Actually, I can't build a drone hub because drone hubs require maintenance. So... trying to think where this automated drone hub should be in here. Drone hubs cost, and I'm just gonna buy and build rovers. Get them all maxed out on drones. Because that's the only thing kind of hamstringing me. Because if I put a drone hub, like, right here, cat's crying in the background. My wife went to sleep. He can't stand it. But if I could build a drone hub right here, then I could build another dome, and they'd all be covered. And
Cable fault reported.
Then I could just make that dome all farming, botanists, and a college, and a bunch of apartments. Just make one of these, and it'll pump food more than I ever need. I just need colonists to start bumping uglies. So what's still hurting you? Gaming. If you're ready to leave, get out.
Pipe leak reported.
Power, water, oxygen shortage. It's fine. So we got pipe leak and... Do we actually have a full-on power shortage? We do. Should. So let's just be safe and build another Sterling. I mean, we have the polymers. We're overproduction on polymers right now, so for now. Come on, buildy, buildy, build. Well, thank you very much. Link's clan. Link's UMS clan. Link's UMS clan. I can't read. Thank you for the follow. I wish they were like, how's it going? The Ather Link UMS clan. That is quite a nice mouthful. Not too much I can do to make these people happy. Because I have 9 open work slots and 7 vacant residential. No, Dust Devil. No.
Pipe leak reported.
You bastard. I don't particularly like Fortnite. I don't mind watching some people play it in clip, but I find it... I don't like third-person shooters all that much, and I find it kind of boring. Also, I would say I'm surprised at how many people ask me about could
Cable
you play
fault
Fortnite,
reported.
or do you have Fortnite, or would you like to play Fortnite? Oh, no worries. It happens. I don't have a problem with anybody asking. If you came in and you were like, why aren't you playing Fortnite, bitch? Then I'd probably be a little upset, but... Let's go to pipe leak. It's being fixed. Dust Devil comes and wrecks up my pipes again. Can you guys get over and fix that? That would be great. I have enough stored, so it shouldn't be a big issue. Let's get more colonists. Medics is fine. Yeah, it's really addictive, like cripplingly addictive. I've pretty much been playing it non-stop since it came out. Well, since I got it. I think I got it like a day after because I ordered it on Amazon because it was like $16 or something. I don't remember. So we can skip one of the medics. We'll open up the security the other door. Perfect. security station here. For me, I really do love resource management games, and then the idea of someone actually colonizing Mars is tremendously interesting for me. Good, we're well above production. So like this game kind of hits it on the head. I mean, there's a few shortcomings it has, but just the resource management and getting everything flowing and working and building is actually really neat. Plus the side stories are good, although they're a little short. But there are a lot of options to try. Yeah, I have Minecraft on my PC. I haven't played in a while. I actually got really hooked on Terraria, which if you like side-scrolling Metroidvania type games mixed with Minecraft, that's pretty much what Terraria is. And that game pretty much took me away from Minecraft, like permanently. But that's also because Terraria has like an end game and has like bosses, super bosses, super bosses, like end world events, like special events, like all sorts of other stuff. Whereas Minecraft kind of just stopped. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Minecraft, but I don't know, it just kind of stopped. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have it for PS4. I got a copy for like $3 on through back when Mr. Notchy Notch actually owned it before Microsoft bought it for a stupid amount of money and still hasn't made that money back. But yeah, I mean, my wife and I used to play it on our friend's server for a little while. But then my wife and I started playing Terraria together. And then we beat Terraria, and that was kind of it. But my wife and I have another one that's... Terraria's a good one. It's cheap, too. I think it's like $6 or something now. It's like super cheap. But if you haven't played that, that's worth a play.
New colonists have arrived.
Alright, good. 23 out of 56. Alright, how many vacant job slots? We have 11 and 24. Okay. How are you producing now? You're almost up to 2.
Meteor shower incoming.
No, no meteor shower, please. Well, then again, my only... That's up there, that's my only sensor tower, so... It's probably sensing a meteor shower up here. Sorry, my dude. There's no chatty chat when I'm streaming. Oh no, it's concrete. That. I think because we're just putting so many columns back and forth, I think that's the whole reason why this is going crazy. Gaming, luxury, shopping. Yeah, that's what YouTube chat's for, home slice. So social. Maybe we should just open a gym. There's only one. I should put on block messages while I'm streaming. So relaxation, drinking, social. But we have 4 gaming, 2 luxury, shopping, and social. And I think my cat's beeping. So that's relaxation, drinking, social. Doesn't take care of shopping. Nothing will take care of gaming until I build a gaming place, but I can't do that until I start producing electronics because I'm not going to pay for them. So yeah, it would only be social. It would be the only one I'd be filling. You know what? Let's build a little art warehouse. And then let's build a little fountain. Let's make it pretentious. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna put on chat while I'm streaming, guy. I certainly can, but I'm streaming. So they're pumping polymers. That should take care of luxury and shopping. One columnist couldn't do dining because probably the diners are both full. How many people do we have? 13 vacant work slots. And 24 vacant residential, that's fine. Need more people for research. Daily research is not particularly good. Should just do university open to all. I don't... Well, yeah, I don't have the university yet. So, let's see something. How much money do I have? Not enough to do that. That's not worth it. Just gonna have to wait. Starting off as the Paradox faction really is rough. You have your polymers. What's left here? Well, at least it's going. Stable. So I need, 2 more to get rid of that stupid factory. I mean, I don't need to, but it's just advisable to. 4, and power is gold. Polymer production is abysmal.
Anomaly found.
Oh, baby. That's what I like to see. I'll wait until the meteor shower's over and then go get them. Because I don't really want my Explorer getting crushed by a satellite. Or crushed by a meteorite.
Anomaly found.
Good. Let's do more research. Let's watch the meteors fall. Even though I've said it before, I do get the creeping feeling that we're going to set up a colony on Mars, and shortly after it gets, like, going and people are moving there, Deimos is going to crash into it. It's going to fall out of orbit, because it's supposed to fall out of orbit within the next, like, what, like 150 years or something? Let me look it up real quick, since we're just watching meteors go by. Why do carnivores like space rocks? Because they're a little bit meatier. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Or maybe it's Phobos is the one. Phobos is the one. Yeah, a few thousand miles above. Hey, look, it's even on on space.com. Yeah, Phobos is the one that'll do it. I don't care about when it was found or exploring the moons, because literally their moons are just garbage rocks floating in space. It's a rate of 1.8 centimeters per year, about 6 feet each century. In 50 million years, the moon will either collide with its parent partner, parent planet, or be torn into rubble and scattered as a ring around Mars. I mean, the problem is that even though it's only, that's like calculating if you were only increasing by that much, but it's got to be fluctuating and eventually exponential before a moon starts essentially either going completely oblong in its path like an ovoid, or before it slowly gets closer and closer and closer and closer until it ends. Really, an enthusiast guru working in an art workshop. That's never happened before. Wasn't old, so he probably won't work there very long. Oh, he's a senior working there. Oh, that's nice. Good for you. Though his face kind of reminded me of that dude. The dude who does, the old man who does all the kill me memes. He's from like Copenhagen or something and had no idea he was a meme. Nice guy. Basically the gray-haired old man with a beard that's in all the memes.
Research complete. Anomaly analyzed.
Or like you pretty much have to be under a rock not to recognize the guy's face. Or you're just a normal, well-adjusted person that doesn't like the dank memes. Also, I think I've calculated it in terms of what the... Great, now I can't remember his name. Not Stephen Hawking's. Not Richard Dawkins. God, I can see his face. Carl Sagan. Yeah, no, Was it Carl Sagan who talked about memes? I don't remember. One of them talked about memes. I can't remember at this moment. I'm too tired for that. I'm not really that tired, but I just thought I'd mention it. Dust Devil, you go away. Yeah, take my waste rock. Yeah, fuck up my waste rock. Carry it up with you and let it drag you down so you stop. But, yeah, it always seems like memes, just like YouTube content and stuff like that, seems to have like these like fluctuating months where like no good content happens. Like right now, YouTube's in like a hard content slump. Like there are people producing like regular content, which is great, but a lot of like the YouTube celebrities, quote unquote, are not really producing quite as much. Or at least the celebrities that I watch. Some of the other ones are producing their garbage content all the time, but that's my opinion. That's probably bullying, going straight to prison. What are you doing? Why aren't you at work? Huh? Why aren't you at work? That's right, you put on your respirator and you get to work. Get in that mine. Oh, so I guess they do work from there too. Well, that could take away a few work slots, once that's done. Still waiting on fuel. No, because we're out of fuel. Well, we're not out, it's resupplying. You have enough fuel to continue? Yeah, you just got some. That's probably why. No, he needs one more. There should be another one produced right now. Man, I love the RC Brover's range. I don't know why you'd ever put the service area down, unless it was like to save battery, but hey, I saw a new coffin being born. Look at that. It's okay, kids. You're safe. There's no Nickelodeon executives here. You know, I find it weird that other than the kind of toxic atmosphere and the lack of, well, it's not toxic, but some of the dust is a little bit irritant or poison. So like, you could probably, even though it's freezing, walk on the surface of Mars just with like a face mask and something to protect your crotch and covering your skin so you freeze. But you could, in theory, have your bare hands out on Mars. I mean, it might be really cold, but it would be interesting to be like, because the air would be so thin, so you'd like go to move your hand, and like how you move your hand, and you can like feel the air moving between your hand. Probably on Mars you wouldn't feel that quite as much. Well, you wouldn't, but it would be interesting. I just like, it's one of those things that's like almost mind-boggling. Like, with how thin Mars's atmosphere, what would you waving your hand really feel like? Like when you run really fast and you feel the wind resist, given Mars's lower gravity and lower pressure, you'd probably run a whole heck of a lot faster. I don't know. I'll have to find one of my friends that works for like as a physical therapist or something, and see if they know someone that has like one of those like rooms where they can increase or decrease the pressure. See if people, but then again, you couldn't account for the gravity, which would be the other big thing. But then again, with the gravity, you'd also have to carry an oxygen tank. Or some kind of rebreather. Because truthfully, storing and rebuilding oxygen would be inefficient. You'd probably have to use CO2 scrubbers instead. So that way you'd have like a limited amount of air as long as you had like chemical support. But you'd have to carry that apparatus with you, so it'd probably make you like an extra like 10 to 15 pounds heavier. But the gravity would make you, what, 0.8 of Earth? I know Mars is lower. Let's look up Mars's gravity. Because all we're doing is waiting for that. So let's see. Science facts. Phobos is going to crash into Mars. Oh, it's a third of Earth, so it's 3.7 meters per second squared. So, yeah, it's like a third of the gravity. So, even if you had a tank that was 15 pounds, you'd still weigh so much less. Neat. Although I do like when people say, like, a long time ago, at least not so much anymore, but people used to say, like, oh, like, we should find a way to terraform and colonize Venus. Like, look, Venus might be very much like Earth in many ways, but it's a molten hellfire of, like, sulfuric acid and toxic metals. Like, you don't want that. Like, you don't want any part of that. It's gonna be death. Like, even if you terraform it to cool the planet down, it's just been erupting toxic metals for years. So it's guaranteed that there's going to be, like, probably, like, lithium and other stuff at the top of the surface. If not, like, radioactive ones that have moved from, like, deep mantle radioactive elements all the way to the top. So, end up being, like, poisoned by, like, iridium and, what's that other one that they make Chinese handbags out of? And they make batteries out of cadmium. There's probably a lot of like cadmium-rich deposits on the surface of Venus, so it wouldn't make it for very good for terraforming. Although, in a fun note, scientists are working on a way to build a satellite for Mars that would give it a strong enough magnetic field. Because they said all you need is a satellite that travels further than the moon's and enough to block solar wind. So it would have to be like probably a huge array. But if you put like, you know, 3 or 4 satellites and then you put them together, had them on like intense solar power and just produced heavy magnetic field, you could actually protect Mars from losing its atmosphere and make it so you wouldn't be baked alive by radiation on the surface of Mars.
Cable fault reported.
I mean, technically you could walk on the surface of Mars, but like you'd probably be a little bit suntanned from the radiation. Probably feel a little sick after, but you could do it if you had a rebreather. Also, a strange thing is, even with the domes and everything, everyone who lived on Mars would eventually all become black. And that's not saying anything weird or racist, it's just saying that because of the increased solar radiation, everyone would be naturally more tan because you'd have such a higher exposure of solar radiation that eventually you'd all start becoming darker. I mean, it wouldn't happen like instantaneously, but it would happen over the course of like a few centuries. And there's 32 left, so that's like 3 more souls. Whoa. Like 30, 48, 31, and 56. Okay, so we have children. 1.6. build another apartment building here. Yeah, let's build another apartment building. You know what? Let's do this. Let's be mean to these children and make them leave their lovely nursery school in exchange for another one. So nursery school. Playground. Stone garden. Although, I mean, playgrounds are good for kids, but I mean, the problem is the nursery school does not fit much in terms of that. I mean, there's only four children and there are 5 there? Suspicious. Let's move all this. Get out of the park, dude. Let's get moved. Okay, I'll just move it. Well, then let's do this. Let's get rid of that, and then we'll build another playground. Because playgrounds are actually tremendously helpful in the short term.
Cable fault reported.
Just because it cultivates perks in children through special nurturing programs. So, yeah. Since we have a whole bunch of kids, that'll make them happier. So let's get rid of this. And this. And let's build some apartments. Also, the nursery makes the creepiest sound with this music.
Cable fault reported.
It's just like the light sound of children crying. With this music, awful. It's like Dead Space. Alright. So, what kind of comforts do you people need now? Well, your comfort's in the green, so you're at 77. Gambling, gaming, and drinking. Yeah, none of those are happening right now, pal. So, give up your dreams of being a drunk on Mars. Actually, if you were on Mars, it would probably be almost criminal to drink. Between the isolation, the fact that food would be considered a very high commodity, and the fact that reckless behavior would probably be frowned upon, it would probably be bad news. Not to mention the fact that it creates a lot of excess gases that are not necessarily good for things like oxygen filtration. So, don't drink in space. So how many facilities do I have that need? Okay, you need it. And then you. So that's 3 facilities right now that need circuits or electronics. They produce 1 per day, so assumedly, when was your last repair? 97 hours ago. So, yeah. That's just making the cut. When were you last serviced? You. Thank you. 116. And you're about to be serviced. So I'm lightly inching up just because they're kind of off-timed on their repairs. I think that's the only thing keeping it going. I know, you all want luxury and shit, but that's not happening. Really need that Martian university. Well, we're halfway through that. Through the waste rock liquefaction. Yeah, school's training the workaholic trait is well worth it. And the hippie trait. Because increased comfort in parks is golden. And because parks don't require maintenance or anything. And they're easy. And then workaholic is great because you just get bonus work for doing nothing. I think I need to risk it. Just take that one. Probably just get shut down by the stupid dust devil that's always over here attacking my pipe corner. Average. We'll actually probably produce more than this one because this one's what, low? Very low. So it's producing a lot of waste rock but not a lot of material. Also, since it is engineering, how far am I? I'm almost there. 4 away. Definitely going to do that. And the arcology. Arcology is the best. It's, like, out of all the things, like, it makes me really upset that you can only build 1 spire in each dome, which is just a piece in the center, obviously. But this one, my wife and I got it, and we were like, okay, well, this one has 3 dots, so maybe it takes 3 spires. No, it only takes 1 spire. The next dome up, it has, like, it looks like 5 spaces. Only takes 1 spire. So you can only build 1 spire per, which is terrible. So in small domes, it's almost better to build an arcology and keep, like, an apartment building, and then make all the rest, like, a job, food, other stuff. Like social stuff to make them happy. Although I'm probably going to build a douche dome, which is just a mega dome with smart homes and parks and stuff, and just make it like a... Then just put like 2 universities in it so people just become things. Basically make it all luxuries and have not a lot of people there. I know they're not having kittens, but if I get the arcology later, I can make space. I can tear down one of the apartment buildings. It's only 6,000. Speaking of which, where are you? Okay. So already still up in the upper right corner. Let's get more people. We have a rocket that can deliver people, and it delivers food. So we can't really argue with that. No to the lazy. Fit, yes. Compose, yes. Hippie's good. Don't need that. Survivor and rugged is fine. Gambler and sexy is fine. Alcoholic and fit. That's fine. Don't really need too much more. Yeah, let's do that. Well, that's social, so let's skip it. Lazy. Gambler. Workaholic. Vegan, rugged, religious, that's fine. Composed, very nice. Scientist. Melancholic, religious is fine. Actually, no. We don't have any more engineers. You know what, let's just take the geologist. So, one officer, one medic, an extra scientist, 2 extra scientists, and a geologist. So that is fine. Let's do it. And I'll just drop them off in this dome. Since the domes are communicable, I think people will just flip-flop with where they want to go. It might be worth it just to dump them all off here. Although we don't have a medical station. Gambling, drinking, luxury. Yeah, it's fine if you put scientists down here. That doesn't really matter to me. Truthfully, people's specialities don't really make a huge difference. I mean, they do later in late game, but right now, I mean, you just get them to get them. That's pretty much it. That is until in the medium domes when they start having children like mad. Is still really good. Yeah, because we have a bunch of geologists working here. And a medic. Where's the medic? You're not the medic, she's a blue shirt. Like, I'm pretty sure that that doesn't work. Botanist, no. people actually move Dome if I did that? Because that's the problem, like, what is the point of that then? Okay, so they'll try to move to the other dome. That's fine. I've never seen it work, though. I mean, the problem is both of them have free space. Yeah, I mean, they both have tons of free space, so I don't see why people wouldn't switch. Yeah, I really have no clue what exactly this does, because it doesn't seem to work. No children. Don't care about any of that stuff. Yeah, I don't care about that. Okay, yeah. So I guess you have to go back a screen in order for that to work. Well, in that case, I can land this wherever the hell I want. I really wish this chat would flush.
New colonists have arrived.
Good. 3 vacant work slots. So what are we up to in production here? 2.2. Good. That's what I like to see. Okay, yeah, it's already applied. Okay, well now that I know what to do, that's great. Because that really wasn't working before, so I didn't know you had to exit the menu to do it. You know what, we don't have any renegades, so we can stop 1 work shift here, open up 3 here, and good, you're at 2.7. Morning, afternoon. So the only thing we're missing is night shifts. So that's full. Excellent. Nobody's unemployed. Let's open medics all the time. Actually, we can close that. So, I guess that's in the electronics plant? No. Where's the one open? Somebody quit the diner? Science lab. Okay. What's my research? Oh yeah, 303. We're doing abysmal. Whatever, it'll help at least that make that stuff go a little faster. 15 left. So, how's power? Gonna need to build another one shortly. Let's do that now. So we don't have some power surprises. Let's get low. I guess I can shut off shift here. I mean, we have more than enough parts. So let's shut that off. That's full. Anyone unemployed? No. This means more people in the polymers plant. I'm only at 193 soul, so I want to say, considering the disaster's beginning, probably around like 12 hours in, something like that. Normally I'm much farther by this point, but I started off with the paradox, which is extremely limiting. But in total, to get pretty much all the milestones in this to essentially quote unquote beat the game, I'd probably say it's about 20 to 30 hours, depending on how you start and where you start on the planet. So this one's still a baby. And also welcome McFartbuster. Great name. So yeah, not very long. It's got like 3 or 4 more souls to go before that's done. So then I'll have to slide all the geologists out of this dome into this dome. You can get out of here. Yeah, I mean, I have everything that I need, all the base resources. Oh, hello, Shelly. That's what I do for my streams. It's welcome and despair. Normally I use that for tests, to make sure text is working. Rovers are bored. Metals are good. They're slowly getting depleted though. But yeah, the welcome and despair is the welcome message. I don't know how to change it at this point though. So it's just gonna be welcome and despair forever. And then they're like, excuse me, what did you say? And you're like, welcome to the store. Although I used to have a coworker at the dollar store who used to say, welcome to the dumbass store. And people would be like, what? Also, question for everybody in chat. if there were 2 domes on Mars, and you had, you know, full libraries of books, video games, movies, all that kind of stuff, all you had to do was go there, and they would give you a job, no money, no nothing, and you just go live on Mars, would you move to Mars? Because that's the real question. How much do you love the filthy dirt ball called Earth? Well, that's what I'm trying to get my people to do more of. I mean, the problem is the nursery school is a little bit full, but it happens. No, it would be like this. You'd have a nice green patch. You'd have your, like, apartment that's given to you, that's, like, your apartment. And then you go, like, work a job, like, work in metals, work in a diner, work in, like, a basic thing. And it'd be, like, your guaranteed job. Let's build... Okay, let's build a school. So we don't have fart knocker idiot children. Sweet. Alright. I'm calling Old Muskie right now. Cause I'm a personal friend of Elon Musk. I call him Old Muskie. I'm gonna call him and tell him that we're all going to Mars. That he has to do it by this weekend. If he doesn't do it by this weekend, Mars has failed humankind. And so has Old Muskie.
Resources are low.
Oh, concrete's low. Well, that won't be a problem soon. Ish. How low are we actually on concrete? We don't have any concrete, so yeah, that's about as low as you go. None. Alright, pause for a second, and concrete factory. Or extractor, I'm sorry. Well, that's 168. Build. But, yeah, it is living the dream. Also, I really want to be the first person to take a dump on the surface of Mars. They'd be like, you're violating international rights or something, and I'd be like, I'm pooping on Mars and there's nothing you can do about it. Be like, the deed has already been done. Also tinkle a little bit and be the first person to wee on the surface of Mars. And then I would take a picture of it and be like, I found water on Mars. I would also just open a really obnoxious, in real life, web channel. And I'd be like, hey, this is me, live from Mars. Here's a rock I found. It's from Mars. Can you believe that? Cool, I'm in space. And then, since there's no money on Mars, I'd ask them to send me money and donations. And, then I would just keep them. I'd be like, I'm deflating Earth's economy by stealing money and taking it to Mars, even though Mars has no money. Also, I think I could live on Mars because I had a dinner that was just stuffing and corn. And I feel okay with that. No judgment. Okay, maybe a little bit of judgment. Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, this morning on the rust-colored hellscape that is my view in my backyard, we see that once again it's dusty because there's not a lot of weather here.
Pipe leak reported.
So yeah, that's the weather report. And now I'm going to take all your money and I'm going to donate it to a good cause, which is an entire charity that just donates copies of Mein Kampf to children. Or even better, get them old space books that don't really count anymore. Like, open up a charity on Earth from Mars, using the money you get from people who pay you from the live stream, and then just take that money and buy books on space that are woefully inadequate by today's standards. Like, awful textbooks that still have, like, know little to nothing about the surface of Venus, like textbooks from the 60s, where they had no idea what Venus actually looked like on the surface. Just so that way, when you go on stream, you can just yell at people and be like, how are you so ignorant of the planet?
Pipe leak reported.
But also, if I lived on Mars and there were only a few people living on Mars, I would just make shit up. I'd be like, I went to the space mall and we bought hover bikes because Mars is awesome. And no, I'm not going to show it on stream because it's too cool. And I would just make Earth jealous of my hover bikes. And then just make up names of video games that I can't show. Be like, yeah, these Martian-made games are the best. Taunt those silly Earthicans. Although the thing that would suck about living on Mars is that you'd probably have to be a vegetarian. Because there are no space chickens. Space chickens unfortunately went extinct. You find a little cup and ball and you go to play with it, and the dome supervisor comes in and be like, you're wasting materials, son. And you feel bad, so then you take another dump on the Martian surface. And then blame it on Terry and accounting. $55. 38. Okay, so we're moving up in the world. Let's see. We have one child. No children in the dome, please. All the children go in this dome. Speaking of which, stop. We need... Yeah, we need enthusiast instead of survivor. And yeah, so these little children will learn the important things. How to be nerds. You gotta teach these kids now that they live on Mars exactly what Trek Wars is. They gotta know. Don't worry guys, I'm taking AP Hobbits. Yeah, I got my master's in Farscapeology. That's what Mars school taught me. Also, now that we live on Mars, we have to say that, oh, what is that? The Expanse is racist and shows terrible stereotypes about the noble Martian people. Proudly waves a Mars flag, takes another dump on the surface of Mars. Yeah, I really need the Martian University, like, really bad. At least the school's built. Children can get their learns on. Oh, point 1. It's depleted. Oh, but they have to wait till morning shift. So let's preempt that being depleted. Which, it's not really preempting if it's already pretty much destroyed. No, I don't want to touch the polymer factory. There we go. No, I don't want to build a switch. I don't even know why they have power switches in this game. They're pointless. Why would you ever want to shut power off to anything? I mean, other than to torture people in the domes, but I would say that's not cool, but... Alright, salvage. People better get out of here. The place is about to come down on you. Get this garbage out of my face. Oh yeah, that's gonna lose power.
Research complete.
Nice. Put your back into it, people. Also, Shelly, are you still here? Are you the only person left? Ah, there you are. It is. It had an explosive conclusion. Alright. So, let's do this. Go into the dome. Specialization. Geologist, no. Yeah, it keeps flipping out. It's probably McFartbuster. But how are you liking your new house? Have you set your new house up the way you like? And soon the wife and I need to come over and take a dump on your lawn. It's amazing, you're a jeweler, but naming things you're not so creative. Have a child only to name it Child McPersons then. You get a goat and name it, that's our goat. Goat. Not good at the naming things. Oh. Actually, stop. Okay, yeah, there's one unemployed. Oh, look at that, 5.3. Goatee McGoatface. Alright, anybody employed now? No, there's 3 vacant persons. Okay, good. Good. So yeah, now we're just waiting for research. Which unfortunately all of these little booger-eating shitlords won't learn the good traits, like how to be a workaholic. Yeah. That's how I feel about a lot of biblical names. Like when people are like, I named him Matt, John. Like, seriously? You couldn't have thought of anything better? Like, I'd rather if your child was named like Neville or Otto. There's like a million better names that you could name a child other than Matt and John and Frank. I mean, I'll say that my name's pretty boring, but still. 7.2, 6.6, oh, baby. And they're getting rid of the waste rock. And it's all becoming concrete. So all my problems have been solved. So what do you guys want? Gaming and gambling. Yeah, you're not getting either of those. Goddamn hedonists. Well, we are making 2.
Meteor incoming.
There you go. Alice doesn't know it yet, but our first child's gonna be Tiberius. Like, oh yeah, after that you're so struck. She also refuses to let me name the first girl Zenobia, or Zenobia, depending on where you are in regional dialect. She said they can potentially be middle names, but she said probably not. So I'll probably have boring children's names. Although, well, Zenobia was a great queen in Crete? No, Persia? No. I don't remember exactly where, but it's spelled with an X too, which is exciting. It means the life of Zeus, but it's a name of Queen of Palmyra. But she's a female hero, so that nobody ever talks about. It'd be pretty cool to make a movie about her. I mean, she pretty much conquered and slaughtered everybody she could. She also apparently went into battle, which is neat for a woman of ancient Greece. But it's the same can be said for the Valkyries and otherwise. Okay, yeah, it's still moving. But yeah, so it's unfortunate. Yeah, oh yeah, that was the other thing I was going to look up. The name that she wants, which is actually pretty abnormal, which I like. Find it. I gotta find this name. Do they not have him? Either way, it's the... No, it's with a B. B-I-A, yes. Zenobia.
Cable fault reported.
Depending on where you go. It's normally spelled with an X, though. For some reason, some people spell it with a Z, but that's due to
Milestone
the common
achieved.
Greek changing X's into Z's. Where's his name? I can't find it. But they show like a picture of him, but they don't tell me who it is. Well, show me the rest of the rows. Okay, whatever. I don't care that much. But it's after Lilith, it's like the vampire that turns Eric in True Blood. I forget his name. What's his name? I don't want to see the lady. Godric. She wants to name a son Godric, which I don't think is like a terrible name anyway. I kind of like Godric, but damn that production. But I'm not like sold on it. I mean, Godric Tiberius is a pretty awesome name. Xerxes is good, but I'll always think of the king from 300 clutching Gerard Butler, and like speaking into his ear. Like that's what I'll always see is just him talking, Xerxes talking right into Leonidas' ear. It would be really hard to like not say something, like quote lines from 300 to him or something like that, just to like be that guy. All you have to do is eat. You know what? Let's cancel deep scanning. Because we need that learnings, and we need collegers. So these people can get their educations. But other than that, it's just the wait. There's nothing else to do on Mars. You know, I would truthfully be happy as long as they could grow corn and wheat on Mars, because I could just like eat pasta all the time. Although you'd have to make it egg-free. Yeah.
Resources are low.
Salome or Salome. Although that would be great if I had that name. I would like wait for Jewish people to say, or yeah, like Jewish people to say, oh God, Shalom. And be like, no, actually, it's Salome.
Pipe leak reported.
It'd be really hard not to do that. Is that dust devil? Yeah, that dust devil's back, isn't it? No? Okay, overproducing some power, so... Oh, yeah. Oh, that's on. Well, yeah, it'd be really tempting to do stuff like that all the time. Let's go right there. Like, my problem is that if you named a kid Godric, it's almost guaranteed he'd be like, yeah, I don't... Like, if you'd end up with a douchebag kid who wouldn't like it, and he'd be like, I'd prefer to be called Rick, or Ricky. But Rick and Ricky are like, ugh. And then, like, all the parents would think you've named your child after Rick and Morty. Like, it would just be awkward. Like, I can deal with, like, Rich and, like, Richard. Like, those are fine, but Rick is such, like, a... Rick! It sounds more like a... Like, you know when you make a sound for an action? Rick sounds like an like a action you'd have a sound for. Like, you have a creaky board in your house and it goes, Rick! Like, it doesn't sound like a person's name. And Ricky's worse, because Ricky, ugh. Yeah. Rick. There you go. I forget what those are called. Onomatopoeias? No, that's something else. Is it? I don't remember. No, onomatopoeias are saying backwards and forwards. I literally want that, thank you. But Ricky's worse. Ricky just reminds me of, like, I don't know why, but I've known, like, 2 Rickies that were, like, bitchy New York gay guys. They're like, my name's Ricky, bitch. And I don't want a child that's in any way related to people like that. Not the gays, but obnoxious New York people. Oh, crap, 7 unemployed. Get to work, slackers. Let's open that. God, all these children are growing up and need jobs. Damn it, where's the glass ceiling button? We can't let them have jobs and careers. That's wrong. No, just kidding. On Mars, people graduate school and actually get jobs. You know what also is great on Mars? No banks. No mortgages. Just that sweet corporate dome and oxygen. Don't worry, I'm sure some kids will grow up and they want to work there. We're up to food. 10. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Again, ready? I mean, a neat thing about this game. Oh, mode 7. Look at this beautiful dusty hellscape. Look, the fountain. Oh, look, there's a dust tornado and some meteors falling. This is perfect. This is what heaven looks like. See? Yeah, I mean, you're in a big steaming crater of dust storms and meteor falling. See? Look at this rock. How could you live your life without this rock in your life? I mean, sure, it's like 40 feet tall, but it's a rock. Or, you know, you have your dust-red mountains that you can't climb because they're basically big piles of dust. How could you not want to live here? So you go on an interactive fly-through. Yeah, see, like if you're in school, you can just look out at the barren hellscape. The churning geyser of God knows what. You know, you're in school, but nobody has any idea what that thing is. It could explode. It could turn into a volcano. You never know. You're just in school on Mars.
Cable fault reported.
Oh, look. You get to watch tornadoes have sex. It's the only place in the universe where tornadoes have sex. Other than, you know, Saturn or Jupiter. On Jupiter, I mean, that's pretty much just a big orgy. It's like iron sand. So yeah,
Resources are low.
It's not clay because there isn't actually any biological material, so it would be more like the iron sand you use for like the safety glass and stuff like that. So it would be like really fine sand. I mean, you could probably do some really good glass blowing. I mean, there'd be almost a bottomless supply of iron, lime. Actually, yeah, it wouldn't be lime because there isn't any water, so it would be regolith. So essentially you'd have a lot of like obsidian from impact sites, like silicon. I mean, you'd have a lot of cool stuff. I mean, you could probably add water to the iron sand and use it like clay. But without biological, there's no lime, no clay. Drinking.
Resources are low.
Someone asked, well, someone didn't ask, but someone was putting up about how they've had a whole bunch of their videos stolen, like on like other sites. So people see like their video, and then they steal it and like I don't know, Instagram or something it, and they're really upset about it. So I told them that what they need to do in order to keep their videos is to throw a few slurs in it, and then you can just report them for hate speech. So that way you can, you know, protect your video. Because there really is nothing worse than like making a video or streaming or doing something else and someone chops it up and sells it like it's their own product, even though it's your voice. But apparently people really like that I said that. that's my Twitter. It's a big garbage fire. Garbage fire of me being obnoxious. Ugh, this research. Do you guys research more? I mean, you're at 413, so that's pretty good. So why are you on my bar? Because you're a genius. And your name is Quantum Comet. Quantum Comet's not the worst name I've seen. In the other one we had, what was it? It was something weird. It was like, something Rigel, was one of the colonists' name. I could probably find it, because the colonists all pretty much have the same names. Oberon Planet, Oberon Martian, Sylvester Herman. Yeah, there's still some non-Martian born people. Oh no, they're Martian born. Felicia, Earl Grey. There's a guy literally named Earl Grey. Is he Earl Grey hot? Red Dust Devil. That's a terrible name. Red is also a terrible first name. Demos Dust Devil. That's like a lead singer of a punk band or a metal band. This is Demo Dust Devil coming live from Mars. Time to die. Alexia Cosmos. Spirit Rigel. I think that's the one. We had someone whose last name, I was pretty sure it was Spirit Rigel, who committed suicide because of rampant starvation in Alice and I's playing of it, and it was the first colonist to commit suicide due to our starvation epidemic that happened totally by on purpose accident. And then after that, there were just tons of people named Spirit Rigel. It's like they all knew, like, our great grandmother committed
Cable
suicide
fault reported.
due to food shortages. So now all of us are named in her honor. Yeah, if people go crazy, if you like don't have enough things to entertain them, or you starve them a lot, or if you repeatedly get their dome hit by meteors, they tend to go crazy. Yeah, they don't have much for randomly generated names, but most of them are like space stuff, like Apollo, Quantum Rays, Andromeda Gale, Lotta Svensson. What a weird made-up name, Svensson. Apollo Cirrus, Quantum again, Red Fusion. God, Red is such a terrible name. It just reminds me of, like, the chickens. Which, by the way, I watched an entire documentary with Alice about chickens and people who raise chickens, and it was quite good. It was about people going to chicken competition for who has the best cock. It's great. Astra Oxygen? That's a terrible name. No strip clubs on Mars. Astra. Gaia Planet? Terrible. It's weird because some of them get, like, human names, but yeah, Parsec Sirius? That's a terrible name. Your parents should be ashamed of themselves. Just because you live on Mars doesn't mean you have to create shitty names for your children. Parsec. Then again, knowing Star Wars fans. Oh, there you go. Phobiana 5th. That's quite a name. There's probably someone named like Kessel Run. Or like Kessel, and then the last name is, or middle name is Run. Yeah, Oberon Polaris. But most of them are named after, like, actual space missions and probes and stuff like that. A lot of Nilsons. But I've known like 6 Nilsons in my life. I mean, It's just the son of Nils. Like Johansson. Son of Johann. Yeah, Utopia Gale is a common one. Although living on Mars is not necessarily a utopia, at least not right now. I mean, you have food, so that's good. Oh, excuse me. Alright. We are getting up there in colonist population.
Research complete.
Yes!
Pipe leak reported.
In your face, you little booger eaters. Time to learn something better. Enthusiast is okay. Increased performance boosted when at high morale. So let's give you Workaholic. And unfortunately, we're going to have to give you, instead of Composed, Hippie. Yeah, gain twice as much comfort in gardens and parks, which is really good. Oh man, all the kids are going to be Workaholic Hippie nerds. They're all Thunderfoot.
Mission Control. We're receiving a priority transmission from Earth.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, every time you play, for people who aren't aware, there are events. So you have mystery events that happen, and I think there's like 6 of them or something. 5 of them. So I don't know what this one is. Let's see. Receiving a priority transmission from Earth. Several hours ago, the Linear and CSS programs detected an incoming cluster of meteorites from the asteroid belt. Their trajectories are likely to converge with the Martian orbit. Meteor impacts are likely to intensify during the course of the next few weeks. Expect several meteor storms to hit Mars in the next 10 sols. All personnel, keep calm and watch for meteors. You know what it's time for? Where's a good place that has it? There we go. Since we're going to have extensive meteor storms, this is what we need to do. Don't panic. They will. Why are we just not producing enough polymers? Probably because of all these that are down again. Right. Let's see. Do we have? Can we build polymer plants? We can. Don't think I can build it in there. Alright, let's try this. Let's bomb this. Yeah, get that food garbage out of here. Oh, yeah, I can. Yep, let's build it there. Good, good, good. Bon, bon, bon. Okay, we do not have... Let's build another concrete depot. So we're already running low on concrete. Oh, damn it. That's what's going on. You bastard. That Dust Devil. He knew I wasn't paying attention for a second. Get down there and fix it. all the drones are going to go over there and die trying to fix the pipe leak. Stupid dust devils. We do have an oxygen shortage. People do like their air. Theoretically, you can actually cover pretty much all of the map, given a few resource limitations. There are things that fix resource problems, like limited resource problems. But in theory, you could probably, given the buildable area and actual, like, dimensional space, you could probably fill a good, like, 60% of the map, but 90% of all functional material. So you could certainly do a good portion. I mean, Alice and I have on ours probably, I want to say, at the moment, like 60% of all buildable area. So, and we still have enough power, enough water, more than enough food to last all the way through. And I don't think there's a finite end. The only way to end is if you kill all your colonists. So, I mean, the only way to do that is just to shut off all the power to the domes and just let them all die. But I don't think, other than the milestones, I don't think there's a true end game. At least not that I've seen. I mean, maybe when you've built all possible amounts, you could start the next phase. Or maybe it ends at 999 souls. Yeah, power switches. Just to be like, hey people, I just don't like you anymore. Time for you all to die. We really need the polymers to start building out. We have more than enough machine parts. It'd be good if you guys just suffocated a little bit. This dome's a little too full for my tastes, so you're all gonna have to suffocate. Guy, don't take a job in the service industry. Not when there's a filthy outdoor factory you could be working in. Think of all the benefits.
Resources are low.
I know, polymers are low. Let's never have that happen again. Alright, this is no longer useful. And it's depleted, so. It's also time for me to test something, because I just found this.
Cable fault reported.
Neat. So I can destroy cables. There we go. I hate that cable anyway. Well, in that case, to save myself some headache, let's do this. Can we? There we go. Oh, that's much better. Alright. Have a good night. And thanks for coming by.
No active research. Research complete.
Alright, stop. Active research. What shall we do next? So we have the Martian school now. Excellent. Jeez, I almost have all that done. Increases service comfort of a building by 10. That is really nice. We do have the Mega Dome we can already build. That's crazy. Construction costs down. Jet propulsion would be nice. Could build machine factories. I don't really need transport right now. We're doing pretty good on that. Let's build the arcology. Because the arcology will open up a lot of doors for us. Also, Martian-born adaptability is really good. Emergency training is not that great. Actually, since we do have some medics, we'll put that in. It's cheap enough. Supportive communities I don't care about. Martian Institute of Science is good, but not really worth it right now. I can build a sanatorium, but those aren't really particularly helpful. Decorations have increased service comfort as meh. Martian-born who takes sanity damage is pretty nice. That's 15,000 though. Home collective is 20. Smart home is stupid. Yeah, let's get the factories all down. I mean, I need robotics. I need a hub. Still don't have a stinking hub. Okay, once they build all that, I'm closing this off. This pipe section, because this pipe section is always faulty. And I hate it. Oh, and also, while we're at it... Okay, we're getting profit now in electronic depots. And... let's build my favorite thing. Martian University. Do I want to build it here? Yeah, let's build a Mars U. Someday Professor Farnsworth will graduate from this university. Which I'm surprised they don't have at least a few of those jokes in there. A few pop culture names. But yeah, once you're at the Martian University, everything's at your fingertips. We'll build our colleges in there as soon as I can. So what are people upset about in here? We don't have enough electronics factories right now to really redeem a gaming store yet. Or electronics store. Also, oh god. Alright, they're still getting concrete. Still have concrete depots. Let's build another one down here just to make sure. Oh my god, I stink. So we should be up and up on polymers now. So, what else do you want? I guess gambling and drinking. Social. Playing is probably the children.
Anomaly found.
Yes. Give me all that sweet research anomalies. Also, I have no way of defending if I get hit with a meteor in a bad place. Like, the worst luck would be if both my rovers get hit by a meteor. Okay. I thought you were dead. You're just bored. Alright, stop. You need all of that open. University never stops. So yeah, it'll hopefully start training a crap ton of engineers. I wish you could see exactly what it put out. You know what, I'm just gonna set it on engineers for right now. Just make sure everybody's an engineer. It's gonna take about 10 souls for the research. A little less than 10 souls for the research to finish. Two homeless. 3 homeless. Start building another. Oh, first. Get rid of that. I'm gonna build another dome. Let's build another medium dome. Yeah, I don't really care if it overlaps deposit, because I don't really care about the deposits right now. Yeah, like that. And let's give it a little space, because if those are too close together, it ends horribly. Let's move you up a little bit. Actually, you know what? Even though it's stupid, should build a drone hub. Needs stupid power too. Yeah, right there should be fine. I just hate not having to maintain a drone hub. That's so annoying. What can you do? We need it. There's dome support. And with a meteor storm coming, you never know what might happen. So at least you have 3 people who can control drones in case one of the RCs gets hit. Just increased meteor storm, but I mean we have meteor storms already going on. Hopefully it just drops off a crap ton of research. So how are we doing on air? Yeah, demand is low. And he came with 6 drones. It's not good, but it's not bad. He'll Should be able to reach all the regions. So hopefully we can clear this up. So... Also speaking of which, clearing things up. How's our power? We need more power. Let's build some Stirling generators down here.
Resources are low.
Yeah, let's build them over here. Of course, the pollen reserve is running low. Two. So we might need to build another field again. That's only producing 3. Shit, we might need evaporators. So let's do this. Cargo. Just to keep things afloat for a little bit. Do you need prefabs? No, evaporators. There we go. Alright, since that's launched, I will be back in like 5 minutes. So, be right back. Alright. We are back. Sorry about that. If I didn't do that, the world was going to end. So, luckily I did it. So I did the
Anomaly
thing.
found.
You're safe for the moment. No need to fear. No need to run to Mars just yet. Well, maybe there is. So I watched this thing today about a lady who's breeding super coral, and then another guy who's actually making sure that coral are breeding properly, like by farm raising them essentially, and then putting them out. Which I think is really interesting, that if both of them could get together raising super coral and super breeding them, that would be outstanding. Because truthfully, coral is quite important. What are you crying about? Also, it sucks that since the Stellar's sea cow extinction, things like kelp and stuff like that have not been doing quite as well, except in a few places. But there apparently used to be kelp up by Alaska and the one coast of Russia and all around the Arctic Circle. There used to be a type of Arctic kelp, but without all the poop left by Stellar's sea cow and their decomposing bodies and all the nutrition put back in the system, basically both of them living symbiotically died. And that sucks. You know what, let's put you on a pause for a moment so they can focus on other things. Also, my rocket is on the way. I can build fuel refineries, but let's wait until we get some water in the system. I have evaporator there, there, and there. Evaporators are the best. I don't care what anyone says.
Mission Control. We've got an update on the status of the meteor storms.
Okay,
And it's not looking good.
The initial evaluation of the situation with the meteor clusters had been miscalculated. The scientists from near-Earth object detection programs predict that a significant amount of meteorite stream would fill the space between Mars and Earth. While thick atmosphere of our homeworld would protect it from eventual impacts, the threat level for any spacecraft would be past tolerable. To address this new situation, Earth controls canceled all space flights until further notice. Rockets will not arrive until the situation with the meteor impact is resolved. Inbound rockets will still land on Mars. Okay. That's fine.
Cable fault reported.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build like a little section here where I can probably bring a pipe and power right through here. Maybe move around. No, these are all in a good spot, so I don't want to move these. Maybe...
Anomaly found.
Yeah, those are meteors. Yeah, that's blocked, so I can't bring a pipe through there. Trying to think of where would be the best pipe location. But again, can I build a fuel factory right here? If I moved stuff?
Anomaly found.
No, because that would be blocking that and they would start getting stuck there. Pause. Yeah, I literally just deleted the wire that was there. Like a dumb. No, that's rude. Don't do that. Why are you building there? Thank you, jeez. There we go. Perfect. And then we can build Mr. Pipes here. And we can always build a fuel depot in here. Probably on that side. Like right there.
Resources are low.
I know. No, drones, get out of there. Don't drive there when there's a rocket about to land. What are you, stupid? Well, you are drones. What do you really expect? I can build a evaporator. And that. Let's build it right there. Build the upgrade, so that'll put me at 3. And then another one right over here. Hey, look at that. Although I really don't know about this meteor storm, and I don't have the pew pew laser gun, which I believe is a breakthrough. Or it's in here. Oh well. Hopefully everybody doesn't die. Let's upgrade these. By the way, they have the weirdest shape. They have like a 4 hex. I don't know. It's odd. And
resources are low.
Let's build a fuel refinery there. Yeah, you're on low priority. But you can't take off anyway. You're not going anywhere. Maybe I should have bought some drones.
Pipe leak reported.
Oh, you dirty dust storm. Okay, yeah, I forgot. I need to leave that. At least that building's durable. Oh no. Okay. I thought I salvaged the drone. Oh crap. I think I did. That's not good. Let's not do stupid things like that. Let's slow it down. It's weird, I thought it was lagging, but no. Leave that wire. Please stop fixing that. All malfunctioning because you were stupid. You went out into a dust storm to repair something.
Cable fault reported.
Start fixing all the drones. Thank you. No, please don't fix it. Could you please stop? Like, look, you're really cute. But you need to stop doing that. Because really you're just making a tower with a little bit of air and water stuck in it. Yeah, thanks for all that effort. So that should at least help. With the pipe leaks, constant power, cable issues. Hopefully. Oh, look at all that. Sweet, sweet ship fuel. Uh-oh. Are we out of metals? Uh-oh. Oh, that's really bad. Ah, crap. Oh, crap. This might ruin us. Are there any ground metals? Okay, there's 28 ground metals. Oh, there's a bunch. That's not much. So there's other metals right here. What is this? Okay. There's the other metals deposit. No, there's more up here. So we still have one more soul until this happens. Although it's already raining meteors. You know what? Just cancel. We don't have the metals to keep that up. It's the metals depot. What did you? Are you gonna get a move on? Thank you. What's your current amount? 26 out of 30. You won't be able to pick up jack or shit. I mean, at least I'm getting some back from the dome. Oh, good. Also, I don't know how long the event's gonna last. So, things could get really bad. I mean, as long as not all the colonists die, I'll be alright. Ship's all loaded and ready for takeoff. Okay, yeah, they're taking all the metals back. How many people have graduated? No one's graduated yet. Wow. Well, here's hoping we survive this meteor storm. You charge up. 29 metals here. Where are they? I guess it means that. There has to be another metals deposit around here. No, there it is. This is like the slow way to do everything. I guess it's... yeah, it's probably that and that. Yeah, it's 29. So, now that we have our metals back, don't have that particular... It's like 4, 5, 6, and a machine part up there. There's a little bit. So there's like 10 total up there or something. This really is like the super slow way. 15 hours. So hopefully he can...
Anomaly found.
Man, just non-stop meteor storms. I can't wait till they're all over and I can just go around and research. That is, if I still have an Explorer then. Building not working. Is it due to it being... like night shift, or is it like building not working as in broken? Because all I see is a bunch of lies. Okay, yeah, this one's not producing anything. There's a lack of demand. But when I build the other one, it'll probably be a little bit of demand. Hopefully it's just more meteor storms. I mean, I don't care if it's more meteor storms. It's more if it's like an absolute hellstorm. But I have no idea because I've never seen it.
All stations on red alert. Unidentified object on course for direct impact.
Wow, great. Alright, our sensors detecting a large object incoming at high velocity. Judging by the data from our telemetry, its mass and speed are at a great enough to cause major damage on the surface. It would be wise to evacuate the area around the projected point of impact. We could be wrong, but our visual readings on the object show that it has an unconventional form of meteorite. Strange protrusions can be observed from the back of the object. Could this be something different than a meteor? A major impact is expected to happen somewhere on Mars. Alright. Where is the impact zone? Where's the impact zone listed? Does it not show me where it is? There's some impacts, but that's just the regular meteorites. They said it's a large object, so... Oh yeah, and I have all the metals up there too. I need to go up and collect those. I have the tunnel. I should have done that. Yeah, because I have 2 pallets. So where is this impact site? Is it like not going to show me till the last moment? I mean, if it's just those impacts up there, that's fine. But I think that's the other meteor storm that's happening right now. Because we already have increased meteor storms. Now we're having even more. Well, anyway. How close are you to fall? Okay, you should be able to pick up on that. Yeah. See an impact zone. Yeah, I mean, it's 2 hours away. It should be visible. Not much I can do. I only have 2 domes, so...
Anomaly found.
Planetfall. We finally get a visual on the target as the dust settles. No one at Mission Control can believe their eyes.
Alright, we finally get a visual on the target as the dust settles. No one at Mission Control can believe their eyes. We haven't seen anything like it, and it doesn't look like something man-made. I don't want to overstate things, but this could be a first contact situation. Let's see what we can see. There it is. Oh yeah, I don't have another tunnel up there. Keep getting my maps mixed up. Alright, let's go see. Is it an alien? Is it? Could it be some sort of extraterrestrial? U10 and U8. So you're less useful? So did we indeed find aliens? Should probably
Mission
wait.
Control.
Whoa.
You're not going to believe this. We couldn't either. Whatever this thing is, it's not a meteor.
Neat. The object hit the surface without decelerating. We expected it to burst into pieces from the force of the impact, but it seems it possesses immense structural integrity. The most astonishing thing is that it has moving parts. From what we have observed so far, it seems that it's trying to burrow below the crust of the planet. It is now or never to take a closer look. Should the risk be worth it? Yeah. Don't burrow into my crust. This is my planet. Piss off, you crust burrower. Okay, yeah, they're driving. Yeah, hit the gas. No, you? Why are you not moving? I told you to go... Oh yeah, because you're already here. I'm yelling at you and you're already at your location. You're ahead of the game, pal.
Research complete.
Nice. I have the archaeology. Oh god. Dude, you almost got hit by a meteor. That would have been awful. Once he gets up around this ridge, we can get in. There. You stay back a little bit in case something happens to him or he gets hit by a meteorite or something. Or it starts attacking him. It's neat, whatever it is. Also, while you're waiting, collect some of these meteorites. So let's look at it slow. Looks like it has faces. That's interesting. Let's get on with it. Almost there. Let's see what this bastard is.
Mission Control. We've received the preliminary report from the landing site expedition. The RC Explorer is on site, awaiting further orders.
From the spectroscopic data gathered from afar, we know that the object is covered in a robust crust of silicates and metal despite its organic appearance. The tentacle-like protrusions are inanimate and seem that they serve as the support columns for the main structure. The operators report no activity from the object except its continuous excavation. It is either inanimate or it pays no heed to our presence in the area. The RC Explorer operator requests permission for close inspection on the object. Affirmative. Proceed with
We completed
caution.
the close inspection of the object, though the expedition rover's malfunctions were a heavy price to pay.
The RC Explorer ventured within meters of the object and conducted a series of field tests and observations on it. The operators scanned the object with radiological and spectroscopic equipment and extended a remote probe into the carapace, gathering tiny samples of its crust. When the RC Explorer approached the object to perform closer interaction with it via the telescopic arms, the digging process of the object caused a minor crust collapse, and it nearly smashed the front of the rover's hull. This didn't appear to be a deliberate attack, but the damage is evident. It seems that the object possesses immense strength as well. Despite our setbacks, we gathered important data and have already sent it to our sponsor via encrypted transmission. We are sure the Commission will value our efforts greatly. In fact, you've gained $125 million in funding. The RC Explorer suffered a malfunction. Hint, the object extracted resources from below the surface. We knew the risks, but it was worth it. Well, that's why I brought you along, because I figured there's a good chance it could get messed up. So how about we just move you, like, right here. And I take it you're going... You're going? Ugh. It's just out of sight. Is there anything I can do with it? Dredger? Oh, this is the dredgers. Neat. Undergoing repairs.
Anomaly found.
Alright. I don't know what the dredgers do, but... neat. Yeah, you're within sight of both 3 metals. So how about you risk your life up there? Because Daddy needs that sweet research. Yeah, get like 1 or 2 of them and then... should be alright. Ignore the meteors just crashing into the surface. They're just trying to spook you away from that sweet, tasty research gold.
Anomaly found.
Good. More research gold. Jeez, so many. It's great. Hopefully this will solve my metals crisis. Will it? Probably not.
Anomaly analyzed.
Yeah, there. Okay, that's a little unsafe in here. How about you, just get over there, in case something happens, like right there. Alright, and... what are we doing on metals? I still have a pallet there. Come down. I really need one of these. Just pull up that, because all these surface metals, even though we're getting lots of meteorites, the surface metals just, it's hard to keep up with them.
Pipe leak reported.
Oh, there's lots of tasty surface metals, though. At the risk of getting hit by a meteorite, that is. That's the real trick. They're quite strange. I do like that all these mysteries are new. And I do like that there's just...
Mission Control.
Oh.
We've detected another incoming object.
Similarities with the first object are obvious, but we cannot confirm the identity on this new one. Our scientists speculate that it would land in another mineral-rich region. Our sponsor suggests that we maintain visual contact with the object, but keep our distance, as its intentions or its defensive capabilities are unknown. Our sponsor's contacts on Earth rifled through any data for a mission launched by another competitor on Earth, but from what we have seen so far, it wouldn't be far-fetched to suggest that these objects are extraterrestrial in origin. Well, technically, if you're born on Mars, you're an extraterrestrial, so it might be safer to say extrasolar. By the way, the sponsor, HQ, dubbed the object Dredger, and they require us to maintain coherency in our documentation by using the same call sign. Effect, a new dredger is about to land on Mars. Whatever they call it, it's still our problem. Yeah, that's for sure. Welcome to Bureaucracy 101. Alright, charge him. Because we're gonna go get that. Even if we get smacked again. Also... why did you not go? Why are you being disobedient? So yeah, since these have infinite battery, I can just force it to basically full charge him. Because it's trying to like split the difference between the batteries. But that's just a dirty lie. The object has not fallen yet, so that's good at least. It's not that I see. I wish it would tell me how long until the object fell.
Research complete.
I don't want to have to like scour every inch of Mars looking for it, or this map looking for it. It's just rock. I think it hasn't fallen yet. Alright, so let's do this. Metals Depot there. Your job is to go from this one to this one. If you run out of battery, I'll send someone to help you. Let's make sure nobody's like starving and dying or anything. Also, arcology. Yeah, no metals? Hell yeah. Look at that sexy thing. How many polymers do we have? Not that many. guess the other dredger isn't falling. Might as well just research it up while we're waiting. Because I don't know where it is. I don't see an eyeball or something to research. And it really is like darker than the surface, so you think you'd see it unless it was like in one of these. But also, that's nice that you're a genius, but get off my bar. Five homeless. So I'm gonna need to build new food soon. Food's
Anomaly
running
analyzed.
scarce. Let's do this. Let's open this up. What does it take to build more food? Because we should have the water. 4 metals, 2 polymers. Let's do it. We're gonna start starving soon anyway. Unless it's too small garden. I like small gardens. Unfortunately, that will also put me higher on the colonist shit list. Because we're gonna have a lot more homeless people, but oh, that just needs a concrete rod? Hell yeah. Which polymer do we still have left? 14? Yeah. Another arcology here. So it's gonna be 64? Right, 64. Yep, 64 new colonists. So have fun. Basically, I'm telling the colonists that they need a pork. Jeez, look at all the metal up there. 135, 54, 93, 154, 120. I mean, granted, meteors have been striking there for the past, like, 3 months on Mars. How was your battery? It's low-ish. You'll probably run out of battery before you get this done. Because you're stupid.
Research complete.
Like dust devils. Alright. 38. 64. Alright. How about we get right in here? Actually, we can snuggle up to that one. There, and then that makes it easier for you. You could just go right over here. Yeah, you're not gonna make it back. So just go right there. All my eggs, one basket. That's how I like to do it, because that's a smart thing to do. How many people are in the arcology? It's already full to max. Oh, they moved out of the apartments? You bastards. You want to live in the cool building. Speaking of which, do we have any unemployed people? Yeah, we have 4 unemployed. Both shifts are open there. Make sure those are all in. Good. all the polymers, goddammit. Maybe I'll just have him run the metals to this depot. Actually not. Let's build another one. Shorter trips are a little better. Hello. It's stuck. Okay, my game's stuck. Is it like preparing to autosave or something? No, because it just became... Well, let's see if it fixes itself in a minute or two. Let's watch the strobe light show. Hope you don't have seizures. Can I click on something else? Nope. Can't even zoom out. Let's give it a minute. I've actually had problems with this. It's the problem with disc reading is that I got this on disc, and I really hate games on disc now. It's come to the point where games on disc are far less efficient than running directly from a hard drive, which is weird, but it's kind of like the Blu-ray skipped. But last time in one of my other games that I was playing of this, it got frozen, but then after like the music changed, it reset itself. Okay, it's not freezing. It's not my system freezing, so it's like saying in the game. I can hear this, like, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's like... yeah, I think something broke. Alright, so I will be right back. I'm gonna go restart the game. So hopefully we're not back too far. I don't know. Be right back.